Throughout the early games, one of the most prominent Mario-isms were the power-ups. The obvious ones are missing here. The mushroom, as we know it, is gone, save for the one-ups. And there's no fire flowers and no stars. This is in favor of the cap system, which boasts 3 different power-ups. The first and most prominent, even being on the frickin' box art, is the winged cap. So people have asked me over the years, where do I film these videos? Well, I actually filmed this in a top secret location in Alaska. There's FBI guards guarding this whole building. So no one look for me, okay? After I say this, there's no point. But I don't like the wing cap. I don't know, maybe it's just the way it's used in this game, but there are 2 levels that come to mind when I immediately remember about the wing cap. The first of which is the sub-level you unlock it at, which has a big old button calling back to the days of Super Mario World. The level immediately spawns you with the wing cap when you start, and from there, you're tasked with getting 8 red coins if you like to get the bonus star. The issue though is that if you lose enough altitude, it's basically over, and it's impossible to backtrack to get enough height, so you need essentially a perfect run. Now the good news is you don't lose a life at least if you die, with Mario just being respawned outside the castle, but it's not a particularly fun way to learn about this new mechanic and can be quite frustrating. But this one pales in comparison to how BS the second one of these missions is. Ugh, this one's near the finale of the game. Yeah, we're going upstairs. Not even just upstairs. Upstairs. There's 2 rooms, one of which contains crap and the other of which contains crap. Yeah, we'll get to it in a bit. But one of these 2 slices of fun is a weird little bonus star, another red coin mission taking place in the clouds. I don't inherently hate the idea of the gameplay. Basically, there's a ton of clouds and cannons, and using an infinite chain of wing caps, your task is to navigate these without falling. But if you do fall, you may not lose a 1-up, but like with the other mission, you respawn outside the castle. The issue here is that not only is this challenge lengthy, but getting back to it takes 3 minutes. I'd rather just lose a 1-up, as falling here is just the ultimate punishment. And this doesn't even account for my main issue. The wing cap controls are pretty damn clunky. Look, when they work, it's fun, especially considering it was 1996 and nothing else like it existed at the time. There is a genuine rush I get when I build up the right amount of speed, feeling like you're a true titan of the skies. I know I'm obligated to say some of that too, or the fanboys will hunt me down, but if you have to do anything precise with this thing, just forget it. There's no real way to be truly accurate. The issue is that is what every goddamn stage wants you to do with it, like this one wing cap stage in Bob on Battlefield, which is nearly impossible to do in one loop, especially when you factor in the draw distance. The other caps I don't feel all that great about, but they serve their place in Mario history and are still somewhat memorable. You have the metal cap, unlocked via a secret passage in the Hazy Maze Cave. This cap, as you can probably guess if you have, eyes, means you sink like a rock and are invincible. There's a few stars where getting to the bottom of the ocean with this is a requirement, but what pisses me off is you're locked the second you touch the water and have no room to move, making the window to collect these stars extraordinarily tight. The cap barely gets used in the game though, just like the invisible cap, which lets you move through thin barriers and some paintings, which I think has its biggest use in Boo Boo Mansion. That's not what it's called. Big Boo's Haunt. I called it Boo Boo Mansion. Like in Big Boo's Haunt. They feel like afterthoughts ultimately, but hey, Metal Mario would become a recurring character in the Mario franchise from here if you count him as a character. I did.